Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain you some standard graphs and some standard functions. So first function is identity function. First is identity function. So identity function is defined from a set of real number to a set of real number in the form of fx is equals to x. This is a definition of identity function for all x belongs to R. This x is always belongs to the real number, which is a domain. Now if we will draw this graph, this function graph, we clearly see that for 0, the output is 0, fx value is 0. If we will take 1, then y is 1. So this 1 comma 1, this is 2. Then y means fx is again 2. So in this way, we get a line passing through the origin. This linear line passing through the origin. So this line fx is equals to x. This represents fx is equals to x. So this is a graph of identity function. Second type of function is constant function. Constant function. So the same function f, if we will take it from R to R, set of real number to set of real number, then this is defined as f of x equals to c. Okay, where x belongs to set of all real numbers and this c is also belongs to R and it is fixed. For each x, we get the same range element, that is c. So if we will draw this by in a graph, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is origin. Then for each x, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here also -1, -2, -3, -4, we get the same value in y-axis. Let this c will be 2, so we get this line. If this is c equals to 2, then this line represents f of x equals to c. This line represents f of x equals to c. So this is called constant function. Now if we will talk about the domain of this function in identity function, domain is whole set of all real number. And what is the range of this function? Range is again set of all real numbers. But if we are talking about the constant function, the domain of this function is set of real number, but the range of this function is only singleton c, because we are getting the same constant c for each value of x. Now, the third type of graph is called polynomial graph, or we can say that this is polynomial function. So polynomial function f from a set R to a set R, set of real number to a set of real number, is defined as f of x is equals to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square and so on, where this x belongs to set of real numbers and this a0, a1, a2, these are all belongs to set of integers. Now, let us take one example. Let us suppose that fx is equals to x square. This is also one of the polynomial function. If we will take a1, a2, a3, a1, a0 all 0 and a2 I have taken 1, then we get this polynomial function fx is equals to x square. Now how we can draw this graph? This graph is, we can also draw by using this table. Let us take this x, this is fx equals to x square. Now change the value of x. As we put 2, we get 4. As we put 1, then we get 1 square, that is again 1. It takes 0, then 0. Minus 2, this again 4. Minus 3, 9. And 3, 9. So in this way we get positive values of y for each value of x. So this is x, this is y, this is origin, x-axis, y-axis. Now if we will draw this look like in the form of parabola. So this is a graph of fx equals to x square. Now if we will talk about the domain of this function, domain of this function is set of all real numbers, because we have taken each value in x-axis. And what is the range of this function? Range of this function is always above this axis, means we can say that only positive values of y-axis. So this can be taken as r positive. This is also okay for the range of f. Same we can take another example also. This is fx is equals to x cube. X cube is also one type of polynomial. If we will draw this type of polynomial in graph, we get this type of function. If you have any confusion, you can draw it by using a table. Take the entries in the table of x and get the value of fx and draw it accordingly. Now the fifth type of function is rational function. Fifth type of function is rational function. So what is rational function? Rational function is always in the form of fx upon gx. This is a rational function. The condition is gx is not equals to 0. So let us take one example. Let us take f from a set of real number minus 0, excluding 0, to a set of real number, and it is defined as f of x is equals to 1 by x, where x belongs to this r minus 0. Then this type of function is a rational function, because it is in the form of fx upon gx. Now let us draw this function. Okay, let us draw this function. Okay, clearly we can see that the domain of this function is, r minus 0. Okay, and the range of function is whole set of real numbers. Is it okay? Okay. Now let us talk about the